You are welcome to Reader Excel training. We are going to continue with entry data in Excel. Now we said we have three types of data we can enter into Excel spreadsheets: label, number, and formula. If I type in class, this is a label because it's just a text. And one of the important features of a label is that whenever you enter a label, it automatically align left. If I type the word Excel, it also aligns left. If I type the number 80, it aligns right. So this is a number. If I type the word 9,500, as you can see, it aligns right. Now another way of writing this value 9,500 is you can use 9,500. It's also a number. So one of the important features of a number is that they can contain a separator. We call that comma a 1000 mark separator or simply separator. So when you have the separators, then it's still the same thing. Either with the comma or without the comma, it's still a number. As you can see, it is aligning right. The other type is what we call formula. So, and like we said in our previous video, before you type in any formula in Excel, you must put an equality sign. You must start with equal to. So I will write equal to, let me say 80 plus 20, enter. So this is a formula. If I click on this, this is cell C3. In cell C3 we have the word class there. In the formula bar we have the word class. This is cell F3. In cell F3 we have the number 80 there. In the formula bar we have the number 80. In cell F7 we have the number 100. But in the formula bar we have a different thing entirely. So we have the formula being used to generate what you have in the cell. So that tells you that this is a formula. Another way of looking at our data is in terms of constants and formulas. Constants, formulas. By constant, we mean sets of value that doesn't change and that is directly inserted into a cell. Example is this. What you have in cell C3, you have class. This is a constant because it doesn't change. It is inserted into the cell. What do we mean by it doesn't change? It means that it will only change if I overwrite it with something else or I type something else there. Similarly, what you have in cell C for Excel, it will never change. It's also a constant. Similarly, this 80 is a constant. This 9,500 is a constant. But the other type of data is what we call formula. Let's say I have 80 here and I have 20 here, and I type the formula equal to. In what cell do we have 80? If you look at this 80 here, it's under column heading D, under the rule heading 10. So I can call that D10. The cell address is D10. Then the other number 20 plus. In what cell? What is the cell address for 20? It's under column heading E, under rule heading 10. So that is also E10. So I have D10 plus E10. You can see both cells are selected. D10 plus E10. Then I press enter key. In cell F10 I have 100 there. Now this 100 is a formula, it's not a constant unlike others. The reason why it is called a formula is that it is not typed directly and it can change depending on the value of the cell that is being referred to there. So if I change whatever I have here in this cell, if I change it to 100, this will also change because it is not a constant, it is a formula. If I change this to 50, it will change as well because it is dependent on these two cells. So this is a formula. Why this other data you have here, they are called constants. Let me give you another example of formula again. Now in terms of text, not a number. Let's say I have sale for, and let's say I have January in cell A1. And I want to type a particular ending here. Sale for January. Now this is a constant. If I want to make this a formula, I can type it here like this. Equal to, I will refer to this cell where I have sale for, and that this word sale for is under column E, row 12. So that will be E12. I will type a particular formula there. I will explain more about the formula later on. This is just a formula. Then January is in cell A1. Then I'll press my enter key. I have sale for January here. Now this sale for January, the first one you have here is a constant. This other one is a formula. So when we talk of formula is not only applicable to numbers, it can also apply to text. So this is a constant, this is a formula. If I change this text here to February, this title sale for, it has changed to sale for February, because this particular text here is dependent on cell A1 and cell E12. So that is also another example of a formula. So generally speaking, our data can be classified as constant and formula. Constant doesn't change its form because we insert it directly, but formula change its form.